it's never going to be good. Once you just take off God completely from the equation, things can go absolutely wrong. That's my question. And
well, it's because something else becomes God. And maybe it's Joseph Stalin or Adolf Hitler. I mean,
exactly.
well, look, those are the most cardinal examples, right? I mean, the fact that I think it's the idea of rendering unto Caesar what is Caesar's and unto God what is God's. If you don't render unto God what is God's, you render unto Caesar what is God's. And that is not good, because that's the invitation to a totalitarian viewpoint. And see, the other thing too, one of the things that Christianity has been criticized for, and especially by the Marxist types, and you can understand the criticism, is, and this is part of the idea of the opiate of the masses, is that, well, life is suffering, and then your reward is in the eternal. And so, but then you think, well, that's interesting, because what that does is it makes utopia metaphysical.
Oh, that's a
right. Okay, so then you ask yourself, well, what happens if utopia isn't metaphysical? Well, then it becomes political, and then in the name of that utopia, any sacrifice is justifiable. And so maybe if you don't make utopia metaphysical and you bring it to earth, then you justify the sacrifice of everything in its pursuit. And you can't tell me we haven't seen that. We saw that in Stalinist Russia. We saw it in Maoist China. We saw it in Nazi Germany. Because everything is permitted if you're hypothetically motivated by the delivery of heaven on earth. Well, what wouldn't be justified by that?
Exactly.
Well, that's no good, because you create hell while you're pursuing heaven.